$662,154. That's Meghan Markle's unsold inventory. And the sleuths in the internet have just busted her, how broke she is, how much she has lied. And we know that she's paying attention because she immediately went to correct the error. So, but it was too late. By then everybody's found out how broke she is, that she's lying, that everything as ever is just fluff. We're also going to talk today about Harry getting $35 million for his Invictus grift in Birmingham, United Kingdom. While people in Birmingham are dying, social programs are being shut down for lack of financial aid from the government. The very same government who's given a non-resident of the United Kingdom $35 million. For what? They always take it too far. They don't know when to stop.
Once we announced it, I got 2 messages from 2 completely different people who sent me the front page of Valentine's Day 1984 of my mother announcing that she was pregnant with me. I was shocked. We had no idea. It was just a coincidence. Or maybe not a coincidence.
Thank you for coming to my channel. My name is Paula. I am a former diplomat. I worked in government for 14 years as a diplomat and almost 30 doing other jobs. I want to say thank you for coming here, and don't forget to click like, share, subscribe, and hype the video if you can. It's very much appreciated. Today we have a couple of spicy topics, but before we get into this, I was just minding my own business, but then, you know, in your feed, you get stuff. And then I get this little video of Kate Beckinsale. What is wrong with this woman? I mean, please, can somebody please tell me what the hell is going on in this woman's head? Because she was doing some sort of acrobatics showing her crotch. How desperate is Kate Beckinsale to remain young and or beautiful? What the hell? I mean, is somebody going to do a wellness check on her? This is the effect that Hollywood has on people. Let's not forget Amanda Burns. Poor woman. I mean, she was a beautiful girl, and now she even turned gay and deformed her face because she didn't want to be attractive anymore, because she felt that being attractive is what, as a child, and listen to the word child, is what got her in trouble. So she feels guilty for having been SA'd. Can you believe that, guys? But yeah, what do you think that is going on with Kate Beckinsale? Do you think it's midlife crisis? Because I think she's with somebody young. But I was actually pretty grossed out. I mean, she's with her legs wide open, with her crotch almost showing, feeding some sort of animal coming towards her crotch. I mean, ugh.
Tell us about the thinking about sitting with Oprah and deciding to do that.
Well, Oprah had originally reached out to us through the communications director when we were at Kensington Palace. There was excitement, I remember that. And then I think we talked.
Well, yeah, because Oprah to you was like...
It's Oprah.
Yeah.
Before we expose Meghan Markle's lack of finances, how broke her ass is, I've got to talk to you about Birmingham, Prince Harry, the United Kingdom. Little girls are being gang assaulted. There's incredible poverty, especially in Birmingham. Birmingham as a town is absolutely broke. They only get the garbage picked up once every 2 weeks. There's potholes everywhere. They have shut down the electricity at night because they can't afford to pay the electricity. They don't have enough cops out on the streets because they can't afford to pay them. And they needed 14 million pounds to keep 6 vital social programs for single mothers with children with disabilities, single mother with children that, you know, normal children, also for the elderly and some for the youth. They needed 14 million pounds to keep those programs that are vital to Birmingham, to help with picking up the garbage, keeping the streets lit, given more money to have some cops on the streets. They couldn't do it. The UK government could not spare 14 million pounds for 5-year programs, each of those programs. Yet they found 27 million pounds for Prince Harry's Invictus game. A man who doesn't even live in the United Kingdom, a man who has trashed the United Kingdom repeatedly, a man who has increased the risk level for the rest of his family members through slander and lies by branding them racist in a climate when it was pretty horrible climate to be branded a racist. So immediately that got everybody on alert, hating the royal family, even Prince William's children, his wife. This man doesn't live in the United Kingdom. Invictus is not an organization, it's a private organization. It has not affiliated with the royal family. Yet this man got 27 million pounds for one project, for a vanity project. While Birmingham, which is going to be hosted in Birmingham, the very broke city that I just told you about, it really makes me want to puke. Because it's always the elites. It's always he's the king's son. So what? So what? You know what? If the titles and being in the line of succession increases his risk level, take him away. Help him be safe. Help Harry be safe by taking away the titles and removing him from the line of succession. That way he doesn't have to worry about that. Because right now the only thing that he has is that his father is the king, that he's related to the king. So are a bunch of people, by the way. But just to phrase everything correctly, Prince Harry doesn't live in the United Kingdom. He's a private citizen who chooses to be a public figure. And now Ravik conducted a security review on a person who lives in another continent who doesn't even live in the United Kingdom. There's no precedent for that because they only conduct reviews for people who are residing in the United Kingdom. Or for heads of state. Harry is neither by his own choice. So they're wasting resources and all because, and this, make no mistake, the newly elected Home Secretary, it's not going to commit political suicide because she's not going to do it of her own volition. This was instructed. She knew that there will be no consequences for this if she did it, if she literally ignored the court's rulings and Ravik, because the court said Ravik knows what they're doing. They're acting correctly. They know what he needs or he doesn't need. Let it be. No. One phone call from Charles to the new Home Secretary because they couldn't bribe the older one, the last one. So it's insane. I'm very outraged. But why does Harry need to have security in the United Kingdom, a country that he loathes, a country that he keeps trashing, an institution that he hates and keeps slandering, increasing the risk level for everybody else? He doesn't live in the United Kingdom. And even if he wanted to come back and live in the United Kingdom, he's not a working member of the royal family. He has 2 children with unverified origins in the line of succession. Why don't they use some of those resources to verify who the doctors are and make it public as it should be? Of course they won't. So Rachel Meghan Markle with her as ever. As ever, what a failure this woman is. Because somebody took it up on themselves and they order like 100,000 of each of the products. And she came back. The website would tell them, oh no, we don't have that. We only have X amount left over. Oh, my dear Lord. And that X amount is the inventory remaining. Sure, we can see that Meghan Markle is trolling the internet. She's looking. Guys, this woman is obsessed with the internet. Because as soon as somebody pointed out on X what had happened, she immediately went and changed it. So now you can only order 100 at a time. She won't let you order, let's say, put 100,000. But it is incredible because she has 662,154 combined inventory.
I was such a fraud.
Alone, flower sprinkles, she has 80,391 units not sold. And that is her main thing. That's the meat of her business. because, flour sprinkles, she sprinkles this everywhere. This woman is absolutely broke. This woman is looking for a husband. The problem is that Meghan Markle is ugly. Meghan Markle is ugly, old, looks old. Never mind the age. She looks old. She's smelly. She's unpleasant. And no smart man, and listen to what I'm saying, no smart billionaire is going to marry this woman or have anything to do with her without having a prenup. And she doesn't want prenup because she's never going to get the same deal that she got with Harry, which is she managed to get this idiot not to get a prenup. The problem for her is that Harry doesn't have very much money, and whatever money he has, he had before he met her. So even in California, she can only get half of whatever they earned during the marriage, which hasn't been very much and has been spent pretty much on that ghastly house and their way of life, which is why Meghan Markle is going around begging people to lend her money. Apparently, she applied for a loan at a bank and she was turned down. Why can't you get a loan on your own with the bank and start your business? You don't need an investor. When you're that high profile with Meghan Markle, it's easy for you, or it should be in theory, should be easy for you to get a loan from the bank and start a business. And you start it yourself if you're really that confident. This inventory, Meghan Markle should be in zero. That means that this woman has barely sold anything. This woman has barely sold anything because she hasn't restocked. She's practically giving everything away. This woman is broke. She's broke. I mean, she can't even afford proper hair care. She can't afford proper grooming. This is why she's stealing all those dresses from the photo shoots, because she can't afford to have them. Can you believe it that this woman is so desperate that she went and she offered to work do a cameo in this movie that's coming out on Netflix? It's like a Hallmark movie, because she's desperate. She needs to put herself out there. She's not even charging, and not because it's beneath her. It's because nobody wanted her. Nobody wanted to pay her. She's not worth anything for anybody. In fact, she is a liability because there's a lot of backlash already on that movie because she made it all about herself. But can you imagine being exposed? And now it's all over the newspapers. It's all over the newspapers. And I mean, what are they going to do? Because they can no longer keep using the charity. In talking about charity, I will ask you to please write to the IRS and tell them to please don't grant public charity status, tax-exempt status, to Archewell Philanthropies, because they are both Archewell Foundation and Archewell Philanthropies are both owned by the very same company, which is called Cobblestone Lane LLC, founded in Delaware. So what do you need to do is you say, because Archewell Foundation still has not filed any taxes from 2022, they are delinquent. They're also delinquent with the Department of Justice. And I am leaving the number. You have all the information, so you can call to the IRS or you can write to the IRS and demand that they audit Archewell before they can grant any exemption to Archewell Philanthropies, because they're delinquents with the Department of Justice in California. They should have filed the 2024 tax returns by May 15, 2025, and they didn't. And they didn't ask for an extension, which means they had no intentions of renewing that, which means that Archewell has been operating without a proper permit or renewal. And now they haven't filed any taxes for 3 years. If you go to the IRS website and you type in Archewell Inc., you will see that the last time they filed taxes was in 2022. And it is my belief that the reason why they created this Archewell Philanthropies is because Meghan is so stupid. She thinks that, I'm not going to file taxes for 3 years in a row, which automatically basically gets the charity suspended and the tax exempt status removed. And then they get audited. She just thinks it's like, okay, I open this one, I'm not going to file, and I'm going to start a new one. Let me know what you think, beautiful people. And tomorrow, I have a surprise for you. I have a big surprise for you. So tune in for tomorrow, because tomorrow video is going to be super spicy. Thank you for watching, beautiful people.